Hello everyone, Timmy Trico coming at you again yet with another top 10 list. Today I'm giving you my top 10 overrated movies of all time. Now, again, I did this list on July 7th, 2018. It is an updated list from my video I did a few years ago, which I didn't have a YouTube channel. I did it on Facebook, so I decided to update a few of these top 10 lists on my YouTube channel. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give you my top 10 overrated movies of all time. Coming number 10 is Frozen. Even though this movie was a big box office hit, I found the story to be overrated and something that, we've seen before. A damsel in distress. The characters were okay. The songs were good, but I just think it was overhyped, and I think the main reason it was a big hit because a lot of kids wanted to see this movie, and the parents went to go see the movie as well. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I just think it's overrated. I don't think it's as good as people say it is, and yeah, it made a lot of money, and I'm sure they're probably going to make a sequel. But I don't think it's nearly as good as some of the classics like Lion King, Aladdin, Cinderella. I mean, list goes on and on. This wouldn't even be in my top 20 Disney movies. I don't even Disney or any. I wouldn't be in my top 20 animated movies of all time. Whether it's Pixar, Disney, it doesn't matter. And I don't know. It's just something about this. Like I said, the song was overblown too. But one thing I will say about though is it was beautiful animation, and it had one character that I did enjoy, Zoloff the Snowman, voiced by Josh Gad. I did enjoy him, but I thought we were going to see more of him. I thought this was going to be more of a funny movie, and I was disappointed in that aspect too. But it's not a terrible movie. I enjoyed it, but it's a one and done for me. That's something I could watch over and over again. Coming to number 9 is The Disaster Artist. I wasn't really familiar with The Room, but after watching it and then watching The Disaster Artist, I think they're overrated. I think the movie was okay. I just think it. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a lot funnier than it was. I didn't find myself laughing all that much, and I know it's got its own following and everything, but I just think it was overblown and overhyped. Franco, I love him as an actor. I love him in the Spider-Man films. This is the end, but I didn't enjoy this movie as much as a lot of the people, and that's why I made my top 10 overrated list. It's like I said, it's not a terrible movie. These movies on this list are not god awful. They just are overrated to me, and I just think it was overrated. And the same thing that goes with the movie it's basically poking fun of is The Room. I really didn't like that one either. Coming number 8 is the 50 Shades trilogy. Oh my God. I know this has its cult following. I know it has its audience for whatever reason. I didn't like the characters. I didn't believe the characters. Their chemistry, I think, was bad in those movies. I love the female lead in the franchise, or trilogy, I should say. But it's not believable to me. It's not something that I never want to see again. I just didn't believe what they were trying to sell, and I found some of it to be disturbing, and that it's just not that's not my thing. And I don't know. I actually found myself falling asleep during these movies, and it sucks that I had to pay to watch them. But like I said, they're not god awful. It's just not for me. It's not something I enjoyed, and I think they're way overhyped. Um, but like I said, it has its audience, and I just hope they're done making the movies now, so I don't have to watch them. The only reason I watch them because I like to review a lot of movies, as many as I can for that year, and yeah, they're just overrated. Coming at number 7 is Sicario. I I didn't enjoy that movie as much as others, and the sequel came out, which I haven't seen yet, but I probably don't plan on watching because I didn't like the first movie. I think it was overblown. I didn't think the characters were all that interesting. I think the direction was okay, and like I said, it's not a terrible movie, but it's just not my cup of tea. I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't think it was as good as people made it out to be, and I think the sequel from the trailers, I don't find it interesting. I don't find the characters interesting or the story. Um, Now the action sequences that were shot are decent, but I just think they're overhyped. I think the whole cast is uh, overrated in this movie, and yeah, I don't plan on seeing the sequel. If it comes out on TV where I don't have to pay for it, I might check it out. But other than that, overrated, and I just didn't like it. Number 6 is Dances with Wolves. Kevin Costner. I love Kevin Costner, but I think this movie is overblown, overhyped, and overrated. It's one of my least favorite Costner movies. I don't think uh, it deserved all the praise it got, in my opinion. Uh, he's a very good director. He's a great actor. I love him in Bull Durham and uh, uh, what else? Perfect World. Uh, he's a very very good actor. He's funny too, but I didn't enjoy this one. This is a movie I watched a couple years ago when I first got out of the hospital. I fell asleep a couple times, and finally I just gave up on the movie. I don't even remember anything about it, to be honest with you. Besides him being in the movie and directing it, I believe, and I just think it's overrated and something I'll never ever watch again. Coming to number 5 is The Sound of Music. Yes, I know a lot of people love this movie. I just think it's overhyped. And like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's not terrible. I think it's just okay. I think it's overhyped. Some of the songs are really good. Um, Especially the one where she's on the hillside singing and everything. It's a good song. It's got good songs. It's beautifully shot and everything, but I just think it's overrated. I think there are musicals out there that are better. La La Land, Grease, Blues Brothers, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Uh, yeah, but yeah, it's overrated. Uh, it was a one and done for me again as well. But like I said, it has its audience. There's a lot of people that love it and praise it. I'm just not one of those. Coming number 4 is Finding Dory. Uh, I think this is a sequel that we didn't need. We didn't ask for. Uh, Ellen DeGeneres as Dory is adorable. She's one of the main reasons I actually like the movie. I just think it's overrated. I don't think it's as good as Finding Nemo. Uh, I don't think it's a top 10 Pixar movie, in my opinion. It's decent, but I think it's overrated. Yeah, it made a lot of money, and I really hope they don't make a third movie. Uh, And like I said, it's not a terrible movie. It's just overrated in my opinion. It's really beautifully shot. I like Dory and Nemo, and I like the characters, but I just think it's overrated, and it's a one and done for me. It's not one of the Pixar movies I can watch over and over. Coming at number three is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Oh my God, where do I start with this? In all honesty, not only are these movies overrated, this was an honorable mention, actually coming at number 11 for worst movies of all time, in my opinion. They spend three movies walking to a volcano, and that's it. I fell asleep multiple times trying to watch these movies. One of the movies, I can't remember which one, it was so damn long and boring. They just got on my nerves, and the characters, the talking back and forth between them, it was just mind-numbingly painful to watch. Peter Jackson, uh, he's okay. I don't think the franchise deserved the awards and stuff that it got. I don't think he deserved the best directing Oscar. I think the movies are overhyped. They're really boring. I really, really despise the trilogy. I only watched it because a lot of people said that, oh, these are great movies. You're going to have a blast with them. And no, I didn't. I didn't have a blast. I know it has a huge following. People swear by this trilogy, how the Return of the King is awesome and all this that. No, I'm sorry, but and I'm sorry, but until they have a franchise like Star Wars, then come talk to me. And their only argument is well, George Lucas never won a Best Directing Oscar. Well, that's because George doesn't go down on the Academy like Peter Jackson does. And I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying. But I find these movies very overrated. They were one and dones for me. It was painful to watch these movies. They're so boring. I don't like the characters. I don't like. Even though this is on my overrated list, I really despise this trilogy. And I despise the movies, the characters. I like the actors in the movies, but I just don't like the movies. I can't stand this trilogy. I can't stand all the hype that it gets as well. And yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Coming to number two is Blade Runner 2049. Again, I didn't like the original movie. I didn't like this one. This was a box office bomb. Even though people were praising it, I have some people that have it on their top 10 favorite movies of that year, which is mind-boggling, and I'm dumbfounded by that. But it is their list, it is their opinion, and I respect that. But I fell asleep during this movie. I don't understand all the hype around the original and this one. I love Harrison Ford, one of my favorite actors, but I couldn't get into it. I just think it's very overrated. It's a movie that I won't ever watch again. I can't believe I paid to watch that movie. It's money and time I'll never get back. But for those of you who enjoy it, more power to you. It's just not for me. And coming at number one on my top 10 overrated movies of all time is Pulp Fiction. Yes, I don't hate this movie. I think it's okay. I love the actors in this movie. I love Quentin Tarantino. Some people say that this is his best movie. No, it's not. I think this movie is very overrated. I love Uma Thurman, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson. Uh, I, I don't know what it is. The story, the characters. I just. I don't know. I think it was a waste of talent. Bruce Willis. There's many different things going on in this movie, different stories and scenarios and stuff, and I just found it to be okay, but it's very overrated. People who say that this movie should have won the Oscar that year over Forrest Gump or The Shawshank Redemption is out of their freaking mind. Shawshank Redemption should have won over Pulp Fiction before if Forrest Gump didn't win, but Forrest Gump deserved the win. It deserved to win more awards, in my opinion. It won for Best Actor, I believe, Best Movie, maybe Best Director. But I think Gary Sinise, Sally Field, and the actress who played Jenny, I'm having a hard time remembering her name. I think they should at least got nominated for their roles in that movie. Bubba in the movie is fantastic as well, but Pulp Fiction is overrated, overhyped. It is not one of Tarantino's best movies, in my opinion. Reservoir Dogs, From Dusk Till Dawn, the Kill Bill movies 1 and 2, even Death Proof, I really enjoyed over this movie. But yeah, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this top 10 list, but it is my top 10. Like I said, with the exception of Lord of the Rings, these movies are not god awful or terrible. They're just very overrated and overhyped, in my opinion. So there you have it. That is my top 10 overrated movies of all time. So in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on my list. Did you agree with it? Did you think it was really crappy, or did you agree to a certain extent? Give me your top 10 overrated movies, and let's have a discussion about this. I love talking about movies, doing top 10s, doing movie reviews on my channel. I'm just starting out. I've only been around a couple months now, and yeah, I thank you guys for watching this video. And if you like it, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And please share my videos to Facebook or wherever you want to share it to. And yeah, let's talk about more movies. I love talking about movies and even TV shows. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.